Actually when she was in our womb actually from then, to be honest. And then this real journey we started when she was 7, and when she asked that she wanted to do not do the school and go for something else, then we started looking out and we found Ratnesh and Aditi, and we spoke to them, and then there was no looking back basically. So we connected with Aarohi, and from then on, we have been following our child and Aarohi. So as a community, we are there for each other as families. Aarohi community is a community where all the families are very closely bonded, and they are working with each other for each other and by each other. Like everybody is there for everybody, and yeah. So basically, how I transformed or anybody transformed? No, basically, child transforms for himself or herself. How Ratnesh was sharing that child is the guru. So if we are following our children and following their choices and honoring their choices, respecting their choices, then everything will fall in place by itself. Yeah. Yeah, Ratnesh.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am.
Rest you have to experience. Yeah. So the best way, Archana, to start your journey is to start your journey. That's it. The starting is all that is needed. Rest all will evolve between you and the child. Yeah, you have a double engine, which is or triple engine. If you count as many people there in your family, all of you are engines or all of you are passengers together in this journey, and you all will do this together. And that's the best part of it, that we are together and there's so much fun, joy being together in this journey with our children. Yeah, we are we learn, they learn, everybody's learning, exploring, enjoying, laughing, fighting. All the masalas of life are there. Yeah, and as I said, the best part is there is so much bonding and fun. I think that's the most important thing. I don't know if
So,
yeah,
has she been, like I'm asking Preeti ma'am,
sure.
has she been a part of the Aarohi campus, or is it a parental online community?
So we have been doing it both ways. If you ask me very specifically, so because we are in Mumbai as a family, so we have like we have always been online for like very much. And apart from that, she has been in Aarohi campus. She has lived there by herself also for 2 months. And apart from that, we keep visiting Aarohi every year. We try to maximize on that. So yeah, so both ways, I think, Ratnesh, if you want to add anything, I don't know. What is your like
Yeah, yeah.
purpose of this question? Maybe that would help.
Because I just want to, because we stay in Hyderabad, which is, and she's the only daughter I have. Obviously, I don't want
Yeah.
to put her in a campus. So I just want to understand, like, what difference could it make for a child who is in campus with Arohi and who is getting a parental support? How different are those two programs?
They're not different. See, again, you are
Yeah.
looking at them as programs. Please don't even call them program. Program means you program something, right? Nobody is programming the child. The child is is creating her own life. Yeah, irrespective of where the child is. Whether the child is here in this campus, as in the the campus where I'm sitting, or the child is in the Hyderabad campus, which is your home. Think of your home as a campus. Or the child travels to wherever in the world. Child goes to Kashmir, Kashmir is the campus. Child goes to Sweden, Sweden is the campus. Every place, the whole world is hers or his and yours. Why are we constraining it to one place or one kind of people? Every person whom she interacts with, whether online, offline, is a resource person. Everybody. think about everyone as a resource person, and then suddenly you have million facilitators, and you have million places to go, and you have million resources to learn from. And obviously the child would can't possibly embrace everything, so the child will keep on picking, choosing, seeing what works for her and what works. And same way you will keep, being in that journey with the child. So it's not about this or that. It's about the child. That's why we call it child-based education. Again, if we start calling it campus-based education, then the campus becomes the hero, right? Or an institute becomes the hero, or Aarohi becomes the hero. No, 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 no. It's always the child who is the hero of his or her movie. She or he is the leader, and she will decide. And that's the beauty. If you understand that part, I think that is where I again, uh, guiding people to something like Jagrati is a great place to start with. The Jagrati is a small 11 session workshop. It happens over 5 to 6 weeks, but it's very intense, and it will totally poof, it will blow you away. In the sense, it will throw away, it will kind of bombard everything that you ever thought about your child, question everything, not for the sake of questioning, but open up many more windows to understand your child and to understand yourself as a parent. What role, what who am I, why am I with the child, and so on. Not at any spiritual level, at a very practical day-to-day level. Yeah. So maybe that's a good starting point. Don't even think about campus. Anyways, your child is 6. 6 is not the age for child to even think. We said normally campus is 9 to 21.
My child is, she's 12.
Okay, sorry. Then I'm remembering it incorrectly. Yeah, even
Oh.
at 12, don't worry about the campus. More worry about first 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 working with the child. That's the real important thing. Yeah. And if you
Um,
want, yeah, just 1 minute. And if you want, come and stay here for a week. Not for joining
yeah,
ROE, just come and stay and experience how this can happen. Because most of us have not experienced this. Most of us have only experienced the schooling kind. Or even if we say unschooling, homeschooling, we end up doing all the teaching at home. But we haven't really held a child-led learning or a child-based education. We haven't observed it. Come for a week, stay with us, just a week. Come as a holiday, and we'll make you
yeah.
work a lot in your holiday. All of you. Yeah. Yeah, Preeti, you wanted to add something.
Exactly same thing I was going to say that you like as Ratnesh has been pointing very uh, like properly this key child is the center and we have to start with the child that is there, but just emphasizing on this that do visit campus for a week. There is experience week available. Check the calendar, visit campus. It will give a very good perspective to you as a parent and to the child also. You know, it brings in a lot of doubts get cleared when you visit campus because there you will see how differently things are happening. We in city life we have certain ways and very rigid ways of living. Very honestly I would say this ki, we have certain set rules, but when you go to campus and see how fluid everything is and how every place every corner teaches you something, then you come back with some richness and then it gives you a lot of more focus that how you can really follow that path of child. You know, otherwise it looks very difficult कि ये करें कैसे शुरू कैसे करें like that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Actually, it's way clear now because when I heard the word unschooling, I felt like my child is going to start hating me because I'm going to take the place of the teacher and then start pushing her, learn everything, and it will be a war zone for sure. So it's always a question in my mind like, how can this be done in a child centric way? I'm sure and the next thing I'm going to do is go and check out the calendar when I can be a part of Arohi.
Yes, yes. Please do that. Please come over, visit, and especially for both you and your child, meaning the parents and the child, for each one of you, the experience will be different because when let's say both the parents and the child comes, so three of you come. For us, it's not two parents and a child coming. For us, three learners are coming. So you will come here as a learner, not a parent. That's the first thing we'll clarify to you. You are not a parent here. You come here as a learner and you experience it as a learner. So three learners will experience this place in three different ways because you all are different learners. Yeah, you have different interests, different ways of thinking, different ways of doing, and that's the beauty. And that, so that that's not just, we know, same experiences, three, meaning three experiences that you are going to get because three people are going to come or whatever number of people coming. Okay, so that's the whole idea, which is why, even for you, Sneha, I would suggest don't bother coming for a half a day, nothing to gain. uh, I would suggest to you, Sneha, do Jagrati first, and then
Yes.
come for a week, because then you can extrapolate what you have explored in Jagrati and see what is happening here, and then you can make a huge difference in your school as well as in the working with your child.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's the timeline I would put at it. There is no hurry to come here. Just after what you will see, you will only see lots of
Mm-hmm.
trees and some people running here and there, God knows doing what. Right? But when you come and stay for a week, then you are part of the community for a week. You are no more a guest. You are here as a participant, and then you are experiencing it, and then you can immediately start thinking, okay, this is how it can work in my school. If you're thinking about the school or you're thinking about your child, both is the same thing. Whether you're thinking of many children or one child, that
Yeah.
it is only a matter of the little dynamics here and there. Otherwise, it's the same.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Also, Ratnesh, I would like to know this parental community thing, how to go ahead with that, and what are the further steps to need to follow if you want to be a part of it.
The deep one, right? I
Exactly.
am I am right now sharing with you the links. One is for the experience week. The second one is for the deep, and the third one is for the Jagrati program. So for the deep, you can first of all go and check the web page. And are you on WhatsApp with the Aarohi WhatsApp number?
I'm the part of a community,
Okay,
Aarohi
you are
what
right. So
community.
this is the official number. If you ping there, I me or mostly me, but somebody me or somebody else will connect you to the person who coordinates the deep program, and you can then take it further from there. After going through the web page, I'm sure you'll have question: how does deep work? How can I benefit, and so on. So then you can connect with her and understand the working of deep in more detail.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. But if you have questions about, okay, all of this is logistical anyway, you can take care in the WhatsApp. If you have more questions about the child based education itself, I think that's more interesting always to talk about. The logistics we can always work through, something like WhatsApp or a quick call. So anybody here who has, you know basic questions, okay, how does that happen, or whatever doubts or any confusions or anything that is going on in your mind. So this is the space to ask those questions.
Hi, Ratnesh, Mohan here.
Yeah, hi Mohan.
I do have a question, but I think it's too early for me to ask. I'll keep attending Zoom meetings. Maybe in a couple of months, I'll maybe prepare to ask questions. So thanks for
Sure.
arranging this call.
Okay, do you have a child?
Can you say that again? Sorry, I missed it.
I was just wondering if you have children or child, how
Yes,
old?
yes. Um, so my kids will be three. They are I have twin daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be three in another month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure. In fact, I'm not clear what kind of education I should give, or there's no clarity in what I should be doing for them when it comes to education. So
You have two
I'm still
gurus at home.
exploring. I think I'll
right? You have
yeah.
two gurus at
Yes,
home.
right.
Right? You are more
Yes, yes.
blessed than us. Most of us have one guru at home. You have two gurus at home. That's even better, right? So if you have so much
Yes.
to learn
Thank
from
you.
them,
Thank you very much.
yeah, even if you don't attend
Oh,
any
yes,
of
yes,
our
yes.
meetups, even if you forget who is Aarohi or where is Aarohi, what is Aarohi, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I keep telling every parent, please read the most important book that you need to read, which is your child, which we don't do. I can, it may sound like, "Arey, but I do that, I observe my child," but I'm telling you, we don't do that. Right? And which is why I'm again emphasizing that you have two beautiful gurus at home. Please learn from them. And to learn from them, you have to really hold them as gurus. Otherwise, our own conditioning thinking is so powerful here. Our head is full of so much that we jump in with all our ideas, opinions, our own instructions, our own wisdom that we hardly take in from them. I'm not saying you do it that way. I'm generalizing it, and that's my sincere uh, proposal to you. Okay, enjoy the two gurus,
Sure.
two gurus that you have.
Thank you, and thanks for bringing in the new perspective of gurus. The kids are gurus, but I didn't expect that I can view it in this such a manner. But thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Okay. Anybody else? We have just about, we do this 5 to 6, so we are almost at the end of the session. Maybe I can take a last question if anybody has a question.
Ratnesh, I just want to ask, you might be seeing hundreds of children who are through this child centric style of learning and the ones who are going to the traditional schools, right? So, what is the major difference you find in them at the end of the day?
Sorry, between whom?
The
Children go.
children who are going to the traditional
Wait.
IIT coaching type
No,
of
doesn't
school.
matter, doesn't matter. Please, there is no difference.
Okay.
Okay, these guys don't grow horns on their head or nothing like that. Don't worry. Again, that's not how we need to look at children. It's not about the difference. There is no comparison between any two children, including Mohan's two daughters, even though they are twins. Right? It's not about that at all. Think about this. The first, let's say first 20 or 25 years of life is supposed to be education, kind of. Okay. That's a huge chunk, almost one third of our life. Assuming, let's say, 75 years I will live. I'm more talking about myself. Okay. One third of our life can I deeply, meaningfully, joyfully live. I think that is much bigger. Forget comparison. They might both, one from school, one from some technical field, one from open learning, may both be doing together, both may even get married to each other, both may be wherever. How does that matter where you were? But how you lived your first 20 years, isn't that a big deal? I think that is the question you should ask. How do I want my child to live tomorrow, 9th of August? That is important. Isn't that important? Because you only live a day at a time. You can't live in future. Can you? No. None of us can do that. But we are going to live today, and we are not going to live 9th of August and then 10th of August. And how am I going to live that? I think that is really important. We are all the time otherwise manufacturing future. How are they different? They are different anyway every day. My son, how he was he 6 months back, now he is already different. What do I do comparing him with anybody else? My son himself, I compare with himself only, and he is different. You see, and then we keep teasing him. Oh, you were like this when you were 10. He's 21 now, so we keep teasing him. You were like this 10, and on we'll keep laughing. So please forget the world. The child is an ever evolving being, just like me and you are. Which is why actually the word Aarohi means to evolve. We are constantly evolving. We are all grown-ups. I'm 3-year-old grown-ups, as in Mohan's daughters are 3-year grown-ups. Okay, Archana's daughter is 12-year grown-up. And I am 57 years, 58 years grown-up. So we are just grown-up people at any point of time. right? We don't grow down. We always grow up only in that sense. So leave growing up. But we are always evolving. Haven't you evolved over a period of your whatever number of years? And just like how Sriniket is evolving, and how Preeti is evolving, whom I know because she keeps telling me this is happening, that is happening, that is happening. And that's how you are, Sneha is evolving. So all of us are all the time evolving. And that is to behold, to enjoy this evolution of a daily basis evolution, which is why I keep saying if you do child based education, you enjoy the child more than anything else, because now you are very closely connected with your child, and this whole journey of togetherness becomes so much more amazing. Yeah, that's my experience, obviously, and that's experience of a lot of people. I'm sure Preeti will give me uh, an affirmation to that. That is the most beautiful part. Whatever else happens, where they'll end up in future, whether they grow horns or not, how does that matter? In the crowd, you won't find them different at all. I don't know if I answered your question. What I'm
Yeah,
trying to say is it's not
absolutely,
about an
Yogesh.
outcome. It's not
Got it.
about an outcome. Child is not about an outcome. We are not about an outcome. We are about a life. And it's about every day of that life is part of that life. It's about that, dear. If we can get down to that, then it starts making sense that the child is deciding what she wants to do. Does she want to swim, or does she want to sit outside the swimming pool and enjoy the water? Right? Then both are equally beautiful. My son would go with us for swimming. We were avid swimmers, both of us. He will dip for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, he'll be out playing with the ball out of the pool. Right? But it never bothered to us. For us, his 5 minute dip was his choice, and his playing outside the pool was his choice. And you won't believe, by 12 years, he was already a deep sea diver. Totally out of his choice. So that's how they are. They're so evolving. We think that, oh, kya hoga? He's wasting his time, not doing swimming, not learning. What? He's just playing with the ball. Why did I bring him to the swimming pool? No. He's loving water in his own way. That is more valuable to him than loving water the way I think he should be, or a coach thinks. Unless he wants to be coached, then it's a different thing. Does that make sense? To live life my style.
Exactly.
My style. That's what it's all about. That's why we call it child-based education. No, unschooling, homeschooling, I don't like those terms. It's kind of referring to schooling. Who wants schooling? I don't want schooling. I want life. My style. Okay, so we'll pause here. It's 6:05 already. Thank you. And with again a reminder, we meet every Saturday, so you can drop in any number of times, ask any questions that you have. Um, but yes, you have gurus at home, so please listen to them, please observe them, please enjoy them as much as you can, because they are the gift that you have received. So enjoy them fully, 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 right? And yeah, and if you need any details of either Jagriti, which I would say is must do for anybody who has children, yeah, and if you would like to experience for a week, come for a week. This day share thing I don't like. Come for a week, stay with us, enjoy. We will enjoy with you, and you will enjoy with us, hopefully. Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice weekend
Thank you.
and stay connected.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you.